Here we go. 8, read. Blue dad. Let's go.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line.
36.
It's second.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. And he will find his man on the outside.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. 54 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Rolling to his right. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit.
Pressure comes, and the Jags block it. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. In for the score. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Partners, you well know, every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
He'll lift to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Let's go. 18 Gators. Bandit. Lead them.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And to give this time to the tailback. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
It's just me and you. General West.
Now a handoff here to his running back. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down at the 31.
You don't want no problems. Come on, set. 70, Indy.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Hey, what?
Hey, orbit.
Mike, check.
Hit it.
Now back to throw. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19.
Mike 59.
Chopper.
Check 26. Check. Cross.
Shoot.
Now a play fake here on first down. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and that makes the score 21-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. The second down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
It's easy work. It's coming again.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here that's complete. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Go now. 15 line. Get ready. X3. Ready.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half.